Coming up next, the Pelicans taking on... Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Greg, we've got two of the top offensive teams in this one.
Yeah, but my focus is on the other end tonight, defense. The team that can come up with just a few timely stretches of stops, I think they win.
And as we get deeper into the season, MP's let it be known that he intends to get his hands on the Rookie of the Year trophy.
And he's well aware of the other contenders as well. So if he is going to win that award, he knows he has to be at his best when he's matched up against his fellow rookies. I love MP's ambition. Going to be fun to see how he battles.
And we have to mention, Greg, the utter dominance MP has shown recently, right? A huge scoring night for him on insane efficiency. The numbers, you can't even believe what you're reading.
You just don't see stat lines like the one that MP had very often. Kevin, it looked like he had a cheat code on the way. He was making everything from the floor.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Jaden McDaniels is out there with MP. And it's Conley, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Alexander Walker in at the 2 spot. And with that, let's go over to DA with a report on MP.
Thanks, Kev. We are deep into the season, and MP is in the thick of the Rookie of the Year race. I asked him if he felt any pressure, and he said, no way, I'm just here to win. Individual awards are just the icing on the cake. He may be young, but he's already focused on the right things. Guys?
Good stuff, DA. Great stuff, in fact. Gotta love that team-first mindset of MP. Now, here's MP. Brandon Ingram missing his last shot. MP with a screen on Jones. Shot, high post. And it falls over the rim and in.
They can't miss. 4 for 4 and warming up the burners.
The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
The drive by MP, and MP throws it down.
Get used to seeing that over the next 10-plus seasons. MP taking flight.
McCollum looking it over. Sellers setting the pick for McCollum with the fadeaway. And again, no good by New Orleans. Here's Minnesota. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, you wondered if they would take some time to find their A game. They did it at jump ball. They've been awesome tonight.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
McDaniels, and finished off by McDaniels.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
And timeout called by Willie Green. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. So for the Pelicans, Trey Murphy's checked in for Brandon Ingram. And it's Jose Alvarado in for John. A minute 50 left to play in the first quarter. Now McCollum, 17 points in his last outing. And it's Williamson missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
MP, good. MP's got 8 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior. You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Pelicans trail by 15. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Williamson against MP. And the shot goes down. Williamson's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, don't underestimate Zion's ability to work his way around defenders. Quick with the ball there and pretty shifty.
It's good.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
McCollum outside. Lets it go with the three. That's good from Williamson on the assist by McCollum. And it's Conley with the ball for Minnesota. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
From deep three-point territory. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. It's been all about Jaden McDaniels for the Timberwolves. He's checked in for New Orleans. McCollum comes in for Jose Alvarado. Ingram passes to McCollum. Here's Messi. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Good defense by MP.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Now the Pelicans have lost in the first round GA of the playoffs in 2 of the last 3 years.
And with how good the West is right now, they knew they couldn't stand pat. They felt the urgency to make some changes this offseason in order to take the next step.
On the court for Minnesota, they've got MP. Dillingham is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Jaden McDaniels. And it's Gobert in at the 5. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, guys, MP in the last time out against Los Angeles was a man on a mission. He scored an incredible number of points, and he was so productive offensively, he wound up setting a new season high for himself in scoring. That stat line was really unbelievable. It's something you really had to see to appreciate. Back to you guys.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
They're going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
Last game in New Orleans, they picked up the win against the Washington Wizards.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Well, it was probably a good feeling in that last game that the mid-range worked, the long-range worked, the inside game worked. But the best feeling was the crowd leaving that building not in a good mood.
Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. McDaniels got 7 points for the quarter.
Guys, he can't miss. I swear, he was trying to miss that. He did not miss. That means he can't miss.
Here's Messi. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And here's MP for 3.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
There's a good screen. Ingram kicks to McCullough. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 17-7 run. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. And the Pelicans making a change here. Williamson's checked in. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Mike Conley's checked in for Dillingham. Well, for New Orleans, shooting 31% in the second. Some poor shot selection for them in this quarter. Down low. Kicks it out to McCollum. Clock at 6. From deep. And it's MP with the rebound. MP's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Fires from way outside. Oh, and he beat it.
Did they just do that, Kevin? They just did that.
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
That's an incredible shot there. Just let it fly, take a chance, and somehow that one goes in.
And so it's Minnesota sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We've got more in store for you right after this.
And with All-Star Weekend approaching quickly, here's an update on how the dunk contest contenders are shaping up.
Watch these guys from now into the contest. I bet they throw down some crazy in-game dunks that you've never seen before.
I feel like they've never chose you because they like their backboard so much.
That would be correct.
And let's move on now to that first half. Obviously, a lot of work to do for the Pelicans.
Their defense has been trash. That is, if you can call it defense. I call it being lazy.
Yeah, it's lazy, Shaq. They've been outworked, and you got to beat them to the basketball. That's the kind of team that you want to have. And so far, they haven't answered the bell.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Hart.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You have to like what we're seeing from Jaden McDaniel.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
A bit forward, Ingram and Williamson. In the backcourt, it's McCollum and Jones. And it's Zeller in at the center, filling out the middle. And that's the group for Willie Green as we begin the second half. Brent, would you say the point guard is considered the toughest position to play in basketball?
You know, Kevin, I think there's been a massive shift in what the point guard represents in the NBA game. I mean, how many teams over the past couple years that have won championships have played with a traditional setup guard? What we're looking at is duos that can dribble, pass, and shoot and devastate defenses.
New Orleans on D. Following the basket by MP. That one falls. MP's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, having that solid jump shot's really a big part of the appeal with MP. A jumper he can keep improving on.
Jones finds Ingram. Zeller setting the pick for Ingram. Good on the three-point shot. Ingram's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
There aren't too many players with a skill set as diverse as Brandon Ingram.
Yes, Kevin, you got to appreciate the tools that Brandon Ingram possesses. That comes with a lot of hard work. But this guy can score over smaller defenders. He's creative enough to draw contact against bigger guys and use that quickness. He's always been a scorer, but his playmaking ability over the past couple seasons, that's something that's growing and is giving them a chance to be very competitive.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Pelicans are putting the ball in Zion Williamson's hands. He said, I'm just playing chess within the game, seeing how the defense is guarding me. I'm going to pick my spots. My teammates trust me to make the right decision, but they also trust me to be me when that time is right. Kevin, I'll let you be you.
And I love when you are you, David. Thank you so much. McDaniels gets a wide open look. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist.
Nice possession. MP giving him a great look there.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Zeller, a screen on Conley. And here's McCollum for 3. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, one of the best assets of Zion Williamson is his versatility.
And the combination of power and skill, it's obviously unique. And what I love about him is he's making better and better decisions. He's become as reliable as he is explosive.
Trey Murphy's checked in for Jones. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Dillingham comes in for Michael Conley. The 3 from MP. The offensive rebound. Looking for McDaniels. He gets it there. And the shot goes in.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
McCollum outside. Ingram outside. 1:32 left in the third.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
MP, no good. For New Orleans, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. A very slow start offensively. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. Several teams changing it. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Well, the most important event of the NBA calendar might be in June. And it's not the finals, but rather for so many teams, Brent, the NBA draft.
Well, Kevin, it's a chance for you to set the table for your franchise. What do you want to have for next year? What do you want to have 5 years from now? And so all the work that goes in, the scouting, the intel work, to build up a team where you are making the steps and taking strides to become a championship caliber team, that stuff starts at the NBA draft.
On the court for Minnesota, MP out there with Joe Ingles. Then there's Towns. Then it's Dillingham. And it's Shannon in at the shooting guard position. Now here's McCollum. And the rejection by MP. No one near Williamson as he lets it go. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Back to MP.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
On the wing, Ingles. MP passes to Ingles. 4 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Dillingham with the bucket.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Now here's McCollum. Pass to Jones. And they get it. McCollum, no good. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Minnesota.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Timberwolves.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for MP.
He was in the zone. He's just a man on a mission, and that helped him notch that triple-double.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Williamson. Oh, and he just jams it right over MP. Wow.
And with the monster finish, he stops an 11-0 run by the Timberwolves.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And there's the bucket from MP.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, you don't have players on your roster that physically can match up with what Zion's going to bring. And he's going to draw some foul.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Now the Timberwolves with it. MP outside. And MP throws it down.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
They get a hand on it, and stolen by MP. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about the...
Great win tonight, MP. MP got the job done tonight, as usual. They call this place the phone booth. So dial up a dummy. Get ready to light it up tonight.
Hey, you're feeling sharp, MP?
Monday, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. Good evening to all of you. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And here's what the Washington Wizards schedule looks like. On Thursday, they'll be facing Kevin Durant and the Phoenix Suns. Then on Saturday, they'll go up against Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors.
And that game against Sacramento, you'd be hard-pressed to find a more even pairing in the league. That one promises to be a really closely fought battle.
I'm sure you've heard this from MP by now, but he's got his eyes set on running away with Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, it's very early in MP's career, but so far, so good. I know it's a major goal for him to win Rookie of the Year. If he continues to play at this level, MP has a good chance to take home that award.
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. MP is out there with Rudy Gobert, and it's Conley in at the point guard position. And time now to go courtside with Allie LaForce for a report on MP.
Hey there, guys. Well, there's a lot of excitement coming into this game with a couple of Rookie of the Year candidates on the roster. When I asked MP about it, he said, I've had this game circled on my calendar for a while now. I'm ready to show I'm at the top of this class. Guys, I like his confidence.
Yeah, that's a big part of it. Thanks, Allie. Should be a great battle to watch. Kuzma against MP. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one. Some consider these the dog days of the regular season, Clark. You think that's fair?
I think that's accurate. I mean, they certainly can feel that way. I mean, the key is to try to not let it get to you, embrace the joy of the game, being with your teammates, competing. You really got to make it a mental kind of game when you get to those periods when the dog days are upon you.
Edwards gets the bucket.
And I love their energy so far. They're now 4 for 4 from the field.
For Washington, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Kuzma for 3. McDaniels with the rebound.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him and just came up short on the triple.
Count it. Good.
I just love the ball movement.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Pass to Valanciunas. Here's Kuzma. And he can't bank that one in. And here's Minnesota now. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. McDaniels, that's good.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
And he might not blow you away with numbers, but there's a reason why McDaniels is on the floor so often, Clark.
Hey, B.A., I love his versatility at both ends of the floor. He knows exactly what's needed from him by his team. He gives it to him. He doesn't need a lot of touches. He just plays the game. Love his motor. Love his consistency. He is the epitome of a value utility guy.
4 on the clock. And Minnesota again with a bucket.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Washington calls timeout. Towns, he's checked in for MP. And now that we're halfway through the season, it's the perfect time to take a peek at the Rookie of the Year race. Let's see who the top rookies are so far. You look at MP, right in the thick of this season. He is the guy when it comes to Rookie of the Year. What a year he's having.
And this is the type of player you have to be excited about. There's no question he should be at the top of the Rookie of the Year rankings.
I ditto all of that. I mean, it's taken him only about half a season to show that he's going to be one of the faces of the NBA for a long time to come, barring injury.
Minnesota leading by 11. To the middle. Oh, misses the dunk.
Tell you what, he does not miss many of those. He's usually a very strong finisher in tight.
Valanciunas can't get it to go.
Boy, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
McDaniels against Brogdon. McDaniels can't hit. Washington has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown. George scanning the floor. Washington again can't hit.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Pass to Conley. Now here's Gobert. George defending. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by McDaniels.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Now a timeout called by Washington. And Grant, when you play the Wizards, you better be ready to run.
BA, they like to speed you up. They force you to play at their pace. And on the flip side, that gives you open floor opportunities as well.
Washington, Sars checked in for Kuzma. Koulibaly comes in for George. And Lewis is subbed in for Brogdon. And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. MP's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Ingles comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And Dillingham subbed in for Conley. 51 seconds left in the first quarter. Lewis. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
Clark, with Minnesota being a major player in the West now, Wolves Nation is howling.
Howling and growling, BA. That's the name of their fan base. And, yeah, they're excited, and for good reason. Not only is this team competitive, but they can be downright dominant at times, especially at the defensive end of the floor. Easy group to cheer for.
Now here's MP. Had a career game his last time out. Bucket after bucket. On the wing, Ingles. Back to MP. Out left to the wing. And here's Dillingham from the arc. Good. And the assist goes to MP. MP's got his fourth assist with that last one.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
The three ball. And again, it's Minnesota with a three.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers.
And so it's Minnesota up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys, lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. We've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. MP is out there with Joe Ingles. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Dillingham in at the point.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Grizzlies delivered quite a performance. He contributed 62 points, and as we've come to expect, he contributed from the three-point line as well. Really just a phenomenal performance from him. Here's hoping we see more of the same from him in this one, guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. He feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
Down low. Here's Sarr. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
The Frenchman, s'il vous plaît. Taking flight. You gotta like Sarr.
MP inside. It's tipped. And they're running. Pass to Lewis. It's rebounded by Minnesota. They've been playing excellent team basketball. 9 wins in a row.
Just playing really solid basketball right now. They're trusting each other more out there and attacking as a group. They're a fist, not individual fingers, which has made them tough to beat.
Here's MP. Uses the glass on the layup. MP's got 10 points in the quarter.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. He's been absolutely relentless.
Pass to Davis. Bagley sets a screen. Back to Davis. Shot clock at 5. To the inside. Bagley. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
Oh, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
And Washington. And it's Washington with the ball. 17-point game. Pass to Kuzma from behind the arc. Rebound Minnesota. MP's got his 4th rebound in this one. From deep. The shot misses. MP getting it done for Minnesota. He put together 10 points in the quarter. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
42.
Hello.
Their ability to string together threes and demoralize a team, man. We saw that in the first half.
Seems like the score couldn't be. And now to some other news. We've got some trades to talk about.
And Adams had getting arguably the strongest man in the NBA, at least since I left.
I mean, bone-crushing screens. He's a great rebounder.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
George out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Malcolm Brogdon. Then it's Kispert. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards.
Nice smooth three-point shot by Edwards there. Boy, he's got confidence from behind the arc.
And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning. You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Valanciunas.
Not many ways to avoid Gobert when he's on you. I mean, that's what makes him so tough. Starting slow in this half, 0 for 3 so far.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you. Conley passes to McDaniels. Spins. The drive by MP. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. That'll belong to Kyle Kuzma. And Minnesota making a change here. Alexander Walker's checked in. Free throw no good from MP.
One of those guys who came into the league with great expectations. MP has met those and then some. And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Oh, MP with a block.
Boy, an awful beginning to this half, guys, missing their first 4 attempts.
Gobert inside. George defending. And there's a 3-second violation. And the three-point contest is one of the highlights of All-Star Weekend. Here are some of the contenders who have a shot to compete in the event.
And perhaps that list changes a little between now and All-Star Weekend, but I would have no problems if those guys end up competing.
You look at MP, he occupies the top spot in voting. We'll very likely see him in the three-point shooting competition.
And he might already be the favorite. When he gets in a groove, he's automatic.
And this year's contest is really shaping up to be one to remember. Plenty of dead-eye shooters on that list so far.
And lots of guys have a three-point shot now, but this list is really the cream of the crop when it comes to putting up long-range bombs.
George passes to Kuzma. Brogdon with the ball. To get back on track, it's Kuzma with the miss.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
MP shot is good.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Kuzma outside.
2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Back to Brogdon. Lets the 3 fly. Alexander Walker grabs the board.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Conley. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 6 assists in the game. Here's Brogdon. Giving them some good production. Putting up just around 16.5 points a game. Launches a 3. And again, Washington, no good.
He's got to take a back seat right now. When you're ice cold, you can't just keep gunning.
The shot by Conley, no good. And so it's Brogdon who brings up the ball for the Wizards. They're scoreless since the first half. Uh-oh, now it looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
And you guys know that this is something...
And the Wizards shooting just 33% so far in this game. On the court for Minnesota. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Dillingham. Then it's Joe Ingles. Then it's MP. And it's Towns in at the center position, locking down the middle.
Well, Sarr is already used to attracting defensive contact. And this time he manages to finish right through it.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
We also got to highlight how on fire they've been from three-point land. They've continued to capitalize from beyond the arc in this one.
And we're Joined now by Sean Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Hey, guys. The Wizards' #2 overall pick, Alex Sarr, wanted to be in Washington, D.C., and his defense gets him on the court right away. Not to mention, the Wizards are in a rebuild, and if his offense comes along, he could be a foundational piece for this franchise. Everyone's excited to see the development of Alex Sarr.
A big piece. Okay, Shams, thank you. Here's Sarr. Shot from the top of the key. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
With that much room around him, it's hard to imagine he could have gotten a better shot.
MP looking around. Well, Clark, we're used to seeing a coaching carousel, but in recent years, even winning teams have changed coaches.
Well, you know, that is true, and at least the profession is getting a pay raise overall. But for teams looking to break through, BA, changing the coach still seems to be the default button that most teams like and are more comfortable pushing.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. Lewis passed this to Bagley. Oh, from deep. They grabbed their own miss. Here's Coulibaly. The Wizards with another miss. For Minnesota, they've gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Here's MP. And that one drops. And it comes off an assist from Ingles. MP's got 6 here in the quarter.
MP's been the catalyst for them tonight. Solid leadership from this young man.
Here's Lewis. Pass to Sarr. Here's Lewis. A shot to stop the run. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. MP's got rebound number 11.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Now here's Alexander Walker. Just 5 on the clock. Back to MP. Takes a 3. Sinks the tray. MP's got 32 points.
You can bet MP will make a lot of those over his career.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Bagley passes to Sarr. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Right side, Alexander Walker. Banked it in off the glass.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Pass to Bagley. Fires from deep. Nails it from 3.
Boy, a big man with great touch from deep, always a valuable commodity in today's game.
Kicks it out, Towns. Outside, Ingles. MP left side. Here's Dillingham. The 3 is up. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Timberwolves.
They had more assists and shot the ball more efficiently. Those things tend to go hand in hand.
And that's so true. Without a doubt, their ball movement was essential to winning this game.
And looking at their record after this victory, this will be their 37th of the year.
And these teams meet only twice a year, different conferences, so there's a bit of a feeling out process. I thought they made good adjustments along the way and just did what they had to do against the Wizards.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for MP.
He ran things with precision, great command of the offense, putting his teammates in all the right spots.
Towns passes to MP, and they double up MP. And we're going to have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Lewis. Now Bagley. From deep, Sarr. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. And MP gets it to go on the assist from Dillingham. MP's got 34. Here's Lewis. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
Great win tonight, MP.
Night, MP.
So you win so many games, I'm running out of things to say. NYC, baby. The stars are out. Say what's up to Spike for me.